me go ahead and show you. OnPark electric skateboarding company sent me this OnPark, their latest FInd3 electric skateboard, electric longboard, sort of like boosted board but half the price. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Now, OnPark is not a real popular company in America where I live, but they are doing an Indiegogo for their latest Park 3 skateboard, which I've got here. This is not out yet, and that's why I'm really excited. This is going to allow you to buy basically a boosted board for half the price with similar specs. Ooh, look at that. Let me go and take that out. There's the OnPark electric skateboard. All right, let me just take it out and I'll put it on the desk. Let me just get it out of this wrapper here. Wow, very nice board. Look at that. Right? And on the back, some huge giant wheels. Nice longboard here. Now, before I go on, I did get this for free for review, but as you guys know, I don't review products on my channel unless I'm absolutely interested in it. And one of the things that really interests me from their demo video on YouTube was a removable lithium battery pack. It's got a removable, swappable battery. So if you want to have more than 23 miles of range, you can get 2 more of these. Get a total of 69 miles of range, which is amazing. And this is a Samsung battery rated for 144 watt hours, right? That's a pretty huge battery. You can also charge your peripherals using the USB port there. So you can use it as a portable battery bank also. And you can charge the battery with this little charging port here. So this is, I think, very, very revolutionary. And if you want to go back on there, just simply attach it back on there and you're ready to go. So this is what it looks like on top. Nice longboard here. So I think I have to charge it because the wheels are not moving. I wanted to show you. But at least you can see the LEDs, which is really nice. So when you're riding at night, you get this nice rainbow lights. Now, this product isn't out yet. It's actually going to be on Indiegogo. This is going to be the OnPark FInd3. The thing that surprised me wasn't all these cool features of it, but how much it is. So this is going to go on Kickstarter on November 11th, where you're going to be able to buy one of these for just $529. And then later on, they'll retail it for about $7.99. This is a way you can actually own a electric skateboard without breaking your bank. But anyway, I'm tired of unboxing it. Let's go ahead and test it out. Hi guys, so I had to actually charge the battery all the way because I did a few bars and it wasn't really going up this hill, which is almost like a 15-degree incline. This is supposed to be able to do 30%. I'm going to be able to instantly know if this is as powerful as my 1000 watt Mini S, boosted Mini S. This is supposed to have about 1260, almost 1300 watts, so it should go up faster. But let's do a quick test. All right, I'm on Pro mode. It's not as fast as my Mini S. I think about the same, but not too bad. I mean, this hill is just brutal. Yeah, it's going a lot slower, I think, actually. My Mini S does a lot more. So I think the biggest difference is that this is not belt driven. Like the boosted boards are belt driven. The Mini S that I have, this is a motor driven. So I think that's where it loses some power. But yeah, the control really easy to use. There's a no trigger, which means if you lose control and keep holding it, it might just keep going. We're gonna go ahead and go downhill now. And I'm actually in Pro mode because otherwise these boards are not gonna go up this nasty hills. But I'm gonna go ahead and go down kind of slow. But the lights are really cool. Look how the lights are coming out. That's really nice. This is a real steep hill, as you can see here. And then you can actually see the kilometers per hour. So I'm getting 6 kilometers per hour. It says max 14 kilometers. Oh, you know what? I might be on the wrong mode. Hold on. One thing different with boosted board, it doesn't actually go backwards. So I can brake and I can slowly let go. And so it doesn't go backwards, which is sort of nice. With the Mini S, sometimes I try to stop on the hill and the rear wheels will like spin out. I think for hills, you're not gonna be able to go as fast as the boosted boards. But I mean, if you know, not everybody lives in, unless you live in San Francisco or Daly City, you're not gonna have to deal with all these hills. So braking's very good in incline. And yeah, it seems pretty good. Like I said, it doesn't seem as powerful when going uphill. That's because it's not belt driven, I think that's the difference. But we'll go ahead and check out the range. I've got it, the battery fully charged. It's supposed to go actually 14 miles. Sorry, it's not the 23 miles. That was actually in kilometers. So it goes about the same as a boosted board. But we're gonna go ahead and drive it all the way to Pacifica Pier, which is about 2.5 miles away. And with my boosted Mini S, I can make it back. I can barely make it back. So we'll see, it should use theoretically about half the battery. Then you should be able to get full 14 miles out of it. I'm going at 16 kilometers per hour. Now this thing can do 42 kilometers per hour. I don't think I'm gonna test that out today because I don't feel comfortable going that fast because I just got this, which is supposed to be faster than the boosted board. So you should be able to go almost like 28 miles per hour or something like that. 30 miles per hour, sorry. So the LED lights are gonna come real handy for letting people know you're boarding, especially near darkness. The headlights are pretty cool, real cool. I really love the display because you can see exactly what's going on with your board. Yeah, on a flat ground, you got really good boost here. All right, we're gonna be going downhill over here. So I'm going about 20 kilometers per hour. It's giving me a max of 25. I'm still at full battery, so that's good. I've tried maybe almost a mile now. Anyway, real nice here. This is all downhill, so I'm not even trying to go fast. I'm actually just braking. I'm probably regenerating. But on the way back, we're gonna use a lot of energy. Use more than half. Probably not half, but on my Mini S, I was using more than half. But it really jumps in the Pro mode. You can really go fast. It just sort of jumps. Ooh, wow. Yeah, it's got power, definitely. Also, another thing is they have designed this board so it doesn't break suddenly or it doesn't go too fast quickly. So that could be another reason why it didn't go up the hill as quick as my Mini S. But yeah, on flat ground, I'm scared of going actually full throttle here. It's fine. It's really quiet. It's much quieter than my boosted board because my boosted board will literally whine like crazy. But this board barely whines. It only whines when I slow down. It's crazy good. We're gonna make it all the way to Pacifica. And yeah, we'll see how everything goes there. Oh fuck. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to go too fast. If I go too fast around town, cops have nothing better to do and they'll probably pull me over and give me a ticket. Obviously, use your common sense when you're driving around, especially on car road. Don't go too fast because that's just another reason for cops to like mess with you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna slow down because I don't really want to go sideways here. All right, brakes work well. I just feel like it doesn't go backwards. So I feel like, you know, on my boosted S, I always go backwards when I walk my dog. Wrong time to ride because too many cars. But it took me a few hours, 2 hours to charge this board. Yeah, this is definitely way more powerful than my Mini S on flat ground. Because the Mini S I can go all the way, but I don't know, this thing just hauls ass on flat ground. So I guess top speed is decided by the resistance. So without resistance, in Pro mode I can go up to 50 kilometers per hour, 51. Yeah, but once I flip it, it's probably going to show you a lot less. So it really depends on the weight and everything. But another cool thing I found out, you can actually turn these lights off. Just hold this button down. So you can have it turned off or turned on. Really cool. Yeah, I really love these lights. Anyway, it's time to get going. It's about 3 miles from my house. So if we make it back, that's gonna be use up about half the battery. But I'm still at full battery. Like I told you, most of the battery we're gonna use is gonna be on the way back because it's all uphill. But we'll go ahead and get out of here. Out of these people's way. But yeah, real nice today. A lot of sand out here. But yeah, really like it. Ooh. I'm gonna see if I can get through some of this sand. I don't know how we'll react to it. Okay, going well, pretty well through. Just a little bit of sand, okay. Let me see if it goes through a lot of sand, just for the hell of it. Oh! The wheels are just turning, but yeah, you still get through. A little bit of sand, no problem. Your wheel's gonna just spin out if you have a little bit, but pretty good. You shouldn't really be going through the sand anyway. Hi guys, we're gonna be going through some rush hour here in Pacifica. It's a small town, but there's still rush hour here. People driving all crazy at the end of the day. So I really like that there's no resistance. This is not belt driven, but basically motor driven. So I don't know, I think that's more efficient in a way. But of course you won't get as much power. I feel a little bit more comfortable with it. I'm in pro mode, and in pro mode it really jumps. You just really accelerate through. So yeah, I'm actually really impressed with the battery life, even though it's mostly downhill. On my boosted Mini S, I would actually lose a bar or two. So I feel like this DC motor driven instead of belt driven, really more efficient in terms of energy. Now I just think belt driven is a little bit more powerful because of the friction, whereas the motor, you're just using the motor itself. So yeah, looking pretty good, really loving it. So this is gonna go on Kickstarter, and I think this is a very good deal for anybody who wanna get into electric skateboard, but it's too expensive. 50. YouTube! Hey! Those guys are like, YouTube? Well, they thought I was gonna be on YouTube. I don't think they know me, but I guess if you have an electric skateboard with 2 GoPros, you're automatically on YouTube. Anyway, my legs are kind of tired because I'm in like the same position. Because plus this is my first time on this board, so it gets a little bit time to used to, but I'm sure I'll be able to get this thing going. So I finally lost the bar. So 25% battery, spend it here, which is great. I really like these headlights though. They're really nice. So now I'm going at maximum 23 kilometers per hour. This is the most you can do right now. For some reason it won't let me go faster. So maybe if I go, oh no, I can go 25 now. So I think it's sort of gradual. Like I said, I'm just still trying to get used to this board. But yeah, now we're going at 25 miles per hour, 25 kilometers per hour. We were. I've been waiting for a nice road, maybe slightly uphill. It's a lot easier. Just not used to going too fast downhill yet on any kind of electric skateboard. But yeah, doing real well. Going as fast as I can here. Ah! I'm just making sure there's nobody behind me. I don't want to be like crashing on somebody run into me. So this is the fastest. So I'm going at fastest now. Should be at about 25. So I'll have to do further testing, but yeah, this board can go pretty fast, I would say. On flat ground, I don't think you'll have a problem going not fast enough. So we're almost 2/3 way back. I still have 3 bars on the battery, which is a very good sign. So I'm gonna speed up as much as I can. This is at maximum speed. Do let me know how fast I'm going. but I'm gonna slow down a little bit. All right, that's at maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna slow down a little bit because I'm coming up this shitty road. So this is gonna be real interesting. Let me see if I can make up the hill. Actually, I've got 3 bars now. It regenerated a little bit. So I should be fine over here. I'm gonna be going this way. Ah! Ah! What the f? He couldn't slow down. He just had to go around, yo. Fucking asshole, man. Ugh. Anyway, let's see if we can make it up this hill right here. So I'm going actually full speed. Yeah, it's sort of like running out of power here. Yeah, anyway, just be considerate. I mean, if you see bikers or whatever, I mean, that guy almost hit me, bro. Like, he couldn't slow down. He just had to like speed up right next to me, you know? Oh, I'm at 1 bar. So I don't know. I would say the battery capacity is not as good as, you know, it's said is on there, but I think this is just not built for these hills. But it's still making it up, you know. I do actually have 3 out of 4 bars. Just it doesn't have enough power. So I think something to do with the power of the battery. So when it's going uphill, it's not able to use as much power, or the voltage goes down. Hi guys, so I just got back from my very first ride, and let me give you recap of this, of the specs. So it does have dual motors. All right, it's not belt driven, it's hub driven, which means there's no belt. It's just driven by the motor here. 680 watts each for a total of 1360 watts, or 1360 watts. That's the total power. I'm actually not sure if it actually gets 23 miles of range or if it's a typo, because their Indiegogo website is right now, I think it's under construction. But I went about 15 kilometers today and I still had 3 bars. So I think you can do 23 miles just fine. I'll verify the exact numbers. So very long battery life. Now the only thing I wasn't able to do was go as fast as my boosted Mini S, which has 1000 watts. And I believe the difference is because it's hub driven. So with the hub driven, you'll need a lot more power to go up these hills. But I was able to get, I think, around 27 kilometers per hour top speed on flat ground. I think it can go faster. Again, I just got this, so I'll have to test it out further. Also, the controller is highly sophisticated, which I really like. Let me go ahead and show you. So there's no trigger button like boosted boards. You just go up to go and to stop. Now, the wheels don't go backwards. All right, so you can't go backwards. That's not a huge problem. Actually, I don't like the trigger because I live on a steep hills, and having that trigger sometimes is really dangerous because I'm trying to go up and I miss the trigger and I'm on this steep hill and I'm just falling down. I really like that they don't have a trigger. I really like this little strap they got there. It's really secure. Like the boosted, it's not very secure. So I really like the fact that they put in some thought to little things like this. Of course, the LCD is pretty awesome. It shows you the battery left on the remote controller, on the board itself. Also, odometer. I've traveled 20 kilometers so far on this. There is 4 different modes. You got low, medium, high, and pro. And I basically run it on pro, but basically if you go on low, it's just gonna accelerate slower. And if you go on higher, like pro, it's gonna accelerate really fast. And there was a couple times it was accelerating way too fast. I literally almost jumped off the board. Compared to my boosted S on a flat ground, this definitely has more power. It just on hills, it doesn't go as fast uphill. If you tend to go up very, very steep hills, like you live in San Francisco, you may wanna actually go with boosted board. But if you're on mild hills, like less than like 10% grade, I don't think it's gonna affect your power. Again, I live on steep hills like 15 degrees and more. These hills around my house are super gnarly. The controller also uses 2.4 gigahertz instead of Bluetooth, which means it gets much bigger range than the one found on the boosted boards. Overall, I really like this board. I think this would be great if you live in like New York City where you don't have much hills. If you live in the Midwest, you're never gonna go up hills. You're going to be able to go just as fast or maybe even faster than boosted boards just for $529 if you get Indiegogo. At retail, it's going to be probably around $799. And you can see without any kind of resistance, you can go 52 kilometers per hour. So that's actually going at 52 kilometers per hour. That works out to 30 miles per hour. All right, possibly. I think that's the theoretical limit of it. But obviously, depending on the asphalt, depending on the condition, I think theoretically maybe 30 kilometers per hour. Again, I'll have to do further testing. Really loving this board. The fact that it's got headlights. These lights are cool. Removable battery. It's only 36 inches long, so it's not a huge longboard. It's a small longboard that's gonna get you around. I think the battery range is pretty impressive. So check it out on November 11th. That's when Indiegogo for this OnPark FInd3 will be available. I'll have a review soon. Also, we'll be getting back to some Android stuff soon. I've been a little busy setting up my old studio here because it was just getting filled with junk. I finally cleaned it up so I could do more videos. This is also a great way to work out. Have a great day, and as always, stay